Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'll be reviewing Ninjago Season 12, Episode 2, Dyer Island. So I'll quickly recap of what happened in this episode. So at the start of the episode, we see where we left off from Episode 1, where the ninja were wondering where Jay went. So they look at the cameras and reverse the tapes, and they see that Jay entered Prime Empire. So then they go to the police station to ask the mechanic some questions, and he doesn't say anything. So they tell the police to lock him up in Crypterian prison. Then the commissioner tells them that there's a game called Prime Empire and everyone's playing it. So then Zane searches up who's the maker of this game, and he finds out it's Milton Dyer. So they go to his private island to ask him for some questions, and when they do go, while they go into their mansion, there's some booby traps, like some robot dogs, some statues that shoot lasers, and some walls closing in on them. But then they stop, and one of the interns, Bob, come out and invites them in. Then he tells them that Milton Dyer has been gone for 31 years and shows them a tape of the last tape that everyone's seen of Milton Dyer, was where he's talking about the game, but then he enters the game because we see a bright shine of light. Then he says that the company fired him for not finishing Prime Empire, the game. So then he wants revenge, and then the ninja put together that he's Unagami when he's not. Then we see this kid playing Prime Empire, and then him entering the game, and then this other kid going on the game playing on it. Okay, so the plot of this episode was actually a really good plot, just like episode's 1 plot. This plot is really good, and I'm very happy that this episode has no filler involved, because just like episode 1, that had no filler, and this episode has no filler, so I'm very happy, because as we all know, season 11 has some filler episodes, and episode 1 and 2 were just filler episodes, so I'm really happy that this season had no filler, and the main plot was actually a really good plot, and I really liked it, just like episode's 1 plot, and basically just the main plot was basically just a ninja trying to find Milton Dyer, which they don't. Just them trying to find out more about Jay, or what happened with Jay, and more about Prime Empire, and going to his island. But they don't find him. They just find his intern, the intern Bob. Okay, so I have 2 complaints for this episode. Now, one of them was doing the Milton Dyer revenge, because in the episode it says that the company fired him because he didn't finish the Prime Empire game, and then he disappeared and everything. But I don't like how he said, like how the Bob told the ninja how he wanted a revenge on the company, because I hate how everyone's wanted revenge. First, it's Asphira wanted revenge, and now it's Akira wanted revenge. So I hate that, how they're doing that revenge thing again. So I hate that. And also I don't like how they're doing that thing, like trying to make you think that Unagami is Milton Dyer when he's not, because in the second trailer for this season we got to see next to Zane, Pixel and Wu, Milton Dyer there, because I think in one of the comics for Ninjago, like one of the books, that we got to see Milton Dyer when he's older. So basically he can't be inside of the game and outside of the game at the same time. So I feel like they should just do a thing like they did back in the past seasons, where he's just a villain, where he doesn't have he doesn't have really an identity or this type of thing going on. Like he's just basically just a new villain called Unagami. Okay, so I like a few things with this episode. Now, I quickly want to say the intro is really cool, because I like how on the arcade machines it shows what happened in the past episode. So I really like that. Then also I liked seeing the bounty. It was cool seeing the bounty, because last time we got to see it in the sky again, it was in season 10, and then in season 11 it had wheels. So it was cool seeing the ship again in the sky, but it had a little arrow where you could see through the ship. I also liked the ninja who fighting those booby traps and all combining their powers and finding those robot dogs with something new and unique. I like the ending with that kid, how he was playing the Prime Empire and then he entered the game. Then also I liked the joke with Lloyd, how in episode 1 where one of the robot arms fell on him, and then he said to Zane, you can delete that out of the cameras, because he got that on camera. Then I like how he said you have to be very careful of the booby traps, and then he started shooting. He said change your plane to run and everything. But the ninja were good in this episode, and the booby trap fight, I really liked that scene. Okay, so my thoughts on this episode was that it's a really good episode. I really like this episode. It's really fun and enjoyable episode. So I'm going to give this episode a 7.9 out of 10. It was really a nice episode. Like, I may have some little minor issues with this episode, like some issues, like how they're doing that revenge thing with Milton Dyer, because how he got fired, and then doing that thing like trying to make out that Unagami is Milton Dyer, but he's not, because in one of the trailers we see Pixel, Wu and Zane, and we see Milton Dyer in the back of this, so he can't be inside of the game and outside of the game at inside of the game and outside of the game at the same time, because it makes no sense. But I did also like the ninja using, all teaming up, using their powers finally, because in episode 1 they didn't use their powers, so it was cool seeing them use it here, and them teaming up to basically fight those robot dogs and the booby traps and everything. That was pretty fun, and it was pretty interesting seeing them fight those robot dogs, and it was pretty interesting seeing that kid enter Prime Empire, like showing that everyone's addicted with this game and that they're getting stuck in the game. So the ninja will have to find all these people that got trapped in the game and like put them, like try to save them, and then they all go back to Ninjago. So that's if some of them want to go back to Ninjago, but they all probably want to go back to Ninjago. But I did really enjoy this episode. Like I have some issues about it, but the pacing was good, and I'm happy that I had no filler, because in season 11 episode 1 and 2 that they were just 2 filler episodes, and a lot of the episodes in season 11 were filler, and these 2 episodes were really good, and I'm really happy that they're having a good start. So I'm really excited for season 12 and what the next episodes have to bring. So I'm getting really excited for this season, and I have high hopes. So I hope this season is good and the episodes are good, because these first 2 episodes were really good, and I wasn't expecting to like these 2 episodes as much as I do. So I really like these episodes, and I can't wait to see the next episodes, because I'm really excited to see what's next. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks to all of you for watching the video. Tell me what you guys thought. What do you guys think of this episode? And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.